This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster My Podcast.
And these are Desert Giants and Ettin.
There's a monster in my podcast.
The first two paragraphs of the Desert Giant are in the running for the best paragraphs of the book so far.
Oh, they're so good.
This
I love
is really...
the Desert Giant.
Who wrote this entry when there's not one other giant that's cool? There's literally not another good giant.
Yeah, just let's just get this first sentence, okay? Desert giants were once numerous in the scrub plains and deserts of the land of fate.
Like, where's where'd the land of fate come from?
Let me go on a quest there. Come on, where's this at?
It's clearly from the Arabian Nights, Al-Qadim source book or something.
Right.
So this hasn't, and that's why it's a higher quality entry too.
But they have fallen victim to a divine curse which transforms them slowly but inexorably into stone.
Yep. The great civilizations have long vanished under the sands. The weathered and craggy faces of the desert giants are scored with wrinkles. Even the youngest have wrinkles, except for the women. We cannot see them because they have veils. Where is it? However, it is considered a clear sign of impending fossilization when the eyes of a desert giant turn from blue to brown.
Oh my gosh.
Let me play as one of these things. I would do this. Sign me up for the campaign of the desert giants. Because again, they're 17 feet tall.
Right.
That's pretty tall, but not so tall that I can't imagine you could make a campaign of these things work.
Right. Or just like Desert Giant Kin or something like that. Like here's a tribe of people that is descended. Their graveyards are just statuaries. Almost like basilisk gardens or something like that. Yeah. So they put, then some of them 1 in 10 can summon their dead who come up and shoot sand at people. Yes. Like Grandpa, I choose you.
Grandpa Mon. They did Grandpa Mon a lot. That's so good.
Yeah.
Some desert giants are get to the ability to call back their ancestors from the stones, the sand shifters.
So called because when they wake up, they shake the sand off of them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Really good.
Just it's a really clean form of necromancy in a way.
Because they're preserved. They're just sand.
Right.
These things are pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
And the whole entry is such a bummer too. There's this tragic people. Mm-hmm. When the rains fall and the scrub withers and the herds and the giants starve. Yeah. At these times, young males among the giants may take up mercenary work.
Mm-hmm.
Hook.
Oh my gosh, it's like traveling with one who's like at the very end, on the quest there, they're slowly turning, but then you have to find a cart in order to bring them back to their people. Oh gosh.
So slow close. He's leaning over an oasis, looking at his reflection in the water.
Yeah.
You come over and you're
in a
Narbob. what is the problem?
In a fit of rage, his eyes turn from blue to brown.
Yeah. Well, not even rage. It's just he noticed it that morning.
Yeah.
It just happens, Or you look in their eyes and he's like, "What is it?" And you're like, "Nothing, Narbob." You grab their shoulder. These things are so made for drama.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Yeah. And just
it's a shame that the drawing makes it look like they pissed themselves. They're really cool.
They have a piss shadow, don't they?
They have a divine curse that makes them urinate out the front of their robe. when the robe has gone from yellow to a different shade of yellow, it is a sure sign that the curse has taken its form.
When the urine pours from them as though from a sandstone fountain.
Yes. You guys probably piss sand, right?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, just there's nothing but kidney stones up in this piece.
Yeah, exactly. No, they probably got this curse on purpose. They're like, how can we make this end?
Desert Giants, the unequivocal winner of this of this dismal stretch.
Yeah, we peaked early.
And you would think that Ettin would be slightly more interesting. That for all of their fascination with the way different rules work, that I would at least get a paragraph of what happens when one of the heads dies.
Yeah.
So Ettins are just two-headed giants. They're like hill giants, except they have two heads. They get 2 attacks because they have 2 heads. They don't take any of the necessary penalties for attacking twice in a round with both arms because they have 2 heads. What?
Every fucking monster in this book.
Right.
Monsters never take those penalties. Players do.
Right.
Second, they make this kind of sound cool. What is cooler about an Ettin than 2 hill giants? It's literally, they just get, it's mechanically the same.
Mm-hmm.
and there's nothing flavor wise to make it seem kind of cool that they have two heads.
Right.
Like they mate. Do you know? Like you get. There's all kinds of like stuff you could do with this, where it's like, oh, you know, Gortrog over here doesn't like Marie and Susie Cutie, but Nardok does. So
right.
like, what do they do? You know, Gortrog in the middle of the night tries to sabotage their relationship by whispering secrets, you know, in their ears, like while the one's sleeping and stuff. Like, there's all kinds of cool things you could do.
Yeah.
But the wargaming roots of this game just ruin this fucking entry.
Yeah. But Gortrog throw a rock. Gortrog throw a rock. Yeah.
They're too dumb. Like a hyper intelligent being that had two heads.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would be something.
I mean, it would be Zaphod Beeblebrox. Like,
yeah, exactly.
He's not highly intelligent, but like I would much rather like team up with somebody in a campaign and like play a two-headed PC. And like
that's a pretty fun idea.
Yeah, just go full on like Stuck on You cosplay.
Yeah,
like I'm Matt Damon, you're Greg Kinnear. Let's do this.
What I would want to do an adventure sometime, like, because why stop at 2? Like, you could do a whole campaign with 5 people where you play 5 different heads of a 5-headed Ettin.
For sure. Like, just do it like the end of Day of the Tentacle.
Yeah. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How about that? No, what we're describing is some kind of weird Voltron RPG.
Yeah, or just like there's tons of indie RPGs where you play as like the 5 personality. There's like Herman Head, like tons of indie RPGs more or less are just Herman's Head. It happens, man. Like there's a game that's being kickstarted right now that's about like Bluebeard, and it's like this cool feminist looking game about like one of her wives, but all the players just play a different aspect of their personality. I'm like, this is fucking Herman's Head, dog. And then Inside Out, and I'm like, yeah, that's Herman's Head. Like you're just making Herman's Head. When is the Whoops Pixar game gonna be? I remember Fox Friday nights from like 7 to 8.
Must miss TV. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/duckfeed.tv.